Now, before I start this video, I want to give a shout out to Boogie from Boogie Productions on YouTube. This is the guy who I recently had subscribed to on the YouTube page. And I tell you what, this brother is very motivated. He's all about, motivating people, speaking the truth out there and not sugarcoating anything. That's what it's all about. You want to improve, he's all about looking into the mirror and giving yourself a self-critique, seeing which areas that you come up short, seeing what areas that you can improve. And one of the most recent videos that I've seen from him was a video called Dominance, Intensity, and Aggression. That men must have those three traits: dominance, intensity, and aggression. And it was the podcast was over 2 hours long. And man, you want to talk about a motivating video that's gonna get you fired up? That'll be one of my go-to videos to watch and to listen to, and see all of the good game and the feedback that's gonna be provided from that video. So today I want to just kind of piggyback off of that video and kind of create a video on my own, how we need to have a mindset to dominate our environment. Dominating your environment. We got to have a different mindset out here. I'm really not a big fan of people who like to sit there and complain about their situation. They want to sit there and mope and complain about what the government is doing, what the president is doing, what's going on in the neighborhood. But they're just sitting on the sidelines not doing anything to even improve that situation or their situation. I'm not a big fan of people who just sit there and complain and think that the world owes them something. There's some things in life that you just got to go out there and get it, man. That's the kind of mentality that you need to have. I remember I've done a speech to a group of kids from Brandon Marshall. If you guys remember Brandon Marshall, he's a member of the Denver Broncos. He has a organization where he helps youth when it comes down to sports and academics. They had came to our YAP office, and I remember I did a speech in front of the kids, and there were two things that I told them that I wanted them to not forget. One of them was, character is going to take you further in life than talent itself. And the second thing I told them was that the world is unfair, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you. I want y'all to let that sink in. We know there's a lot of unfair things that's happening to people all around this world, even to us. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you, man. So what's the point of sitting there moping and complaining and you not actually putting forth any effort to changing your situation? Dominate your environment. I think that kind of mindset starts out early in life. It starts out early. It starts with the parents. Yeah, you parents, I'm speaking to you, all the parents out there. It starts with you, because you need to expect a certain level of excellence from your kids. Those kids didn't ask to be here on this earth. You brought them here. You should expect a certain level of excellence and discipline from them. There's no such thing as being mediocre, being in the middle of the crowd. How about separating yourself from the crowd in a good way? Let me address my mirror real quick. Let me address this screen. Okay, there we go. How about standing out from a crowd in a good way? Not trying to be like everybody else. Parents, I think you have to set that expectation for your kids. Being able to dominate your environment. Now, when I say dominate your environment, I'm not talking about just going around just bullying people, talking trash to them, getting people to bow down to you, giving to your every will, your every desire. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you putting forth the work, you putting forth the effort and intensity to get things done, to help achieve your goals. This is a mindset that I've had since I was young, man. One of the things that my dad has taught me was that to always be your own man. Always be your own man. Always make your own decisions. And going out there trying to be the best. Trying to do as best as you can. That's a mindset that I had very early on in life. And of course it helps when, you know, your parents and folks in your family have all competed in sports, so they already have that competitive nature that's already within them. And they try to share that with you. But that's a mindset I had very early in life. I remember as a youth running track, I didn't want to just beat kids. I wanted to crush kids. I wanted to be way ahead of them. I don't know what came over me when I would say things like that. I wanted to crush kids. I didn't want to just beat them. Just barely squeaking out a victory, that wasn't good enough for me. I wanted to crush kids. And there were times when that's exactly what happened. I would work hard, I would train, and when it came down to race day, I flat out crushed them. I remember having the same mindset when it came to football. And I will even admit, I think I took football way too serious as a kid growing up. Knowing the things I know now, if I would knew that back then, I don't think I would have took football as serious. But I think I took football way too seriously when I was a kid. Because I had the same mindset. I didn't just want to win by 1 or 2 touchdowns. I wanted to crush teams by 30 or 40 points. And I was going to do what it took to get there. So this is the mindset that I had very early in life. And when you have that kind of mindset, it transcends into other areas. It carries over to not only sports, it carries over to academics. It carries you into college, into a career field. Whatever community service, hobby that you find yourself doing, it carries over into that as well. I want y'all to stay with me. Having a dominant mindset, being able to dominate your environment, man. You want to stand out for all the right reasons. It's all about having a certain presence about you. Like, man, this person does not play around. He handles business. And matter of fact, I think this is what is missing in our community, man. I think it's missing in our community the desire to be excellent at something. It's missing in the families. I remember at our congregation during church service how it would be the wife who would stand before the congregation and request the prayers on behalf of the family while the husband sits in the auditorium being silent, letting his wife go up there and speak. Why couldn't he get up there and speak on behalf of the family? Things like that rub me the wrong way, man. That doesn't sit too well with me. Where's that strength? Where's your presence when it's needed? We got way too many men that just sit around and ain't doing nothing. Way too many. Your presence is needed. Your effort is needed. That intensity is needed, man. And then you want to know what else I've learned and what I found out? When you have that mindset to dominate your environment, opportunities start happening for you. Things start opening up. You start getting things done. You start getting things accomplished. You push yourself to limits where you didn't think you would reach by having that mindset. Now, I'm not saying that once you have that mindset that you're going to accomplish or fulfill every goal and desire that you have. No, but some of the things that you want to get out of life, you can accomplish those things just by having that kind of mindset, man. As a matter of fact, I want everybody to kind of take an inventory of their own life. There were some opportunities, there were some things that came into place that you couldn't accomplish, that you couldn't get done. If you would have only went about going about that procedure with a sense of purpose, with a sense of urgency, you would have got that completed. You would have accomplished that goal. But now you done missed out on that opportunity because you didn't have that dominant mindset, man. So that's my challenge. We in July, today is July the 5th of 2019. So that's my challenge to all of you, is to have more of a dominant mindset, to want to dominate your environment and see what the results are going to come from that. See what kind of goals that you're going to be able to reach when you have that kind of mindset and you actually apply it to all areas in your life. That's the video for today. I hope you guys are motivated. And I'll talk to y'all soon.